Bill Fry here with Les Lease Ministries. I was in prison and you visited me. Matthew 25:36. We here at Les Lease Ministries, we go into the prison units and minister to the men and women in prison, incarcerated. We go into roughly 20 different prison units, and we do church services in there, Bible studies, and 3-day crusades. And when we go into the prisons and they see us come in, free world people, it's a huge blessing and encouragement to them, because for a lot of them, they don't see no free world people other than the staff that's there in the prison. And so a lot of them, they don't get no visits, either because they don't have no family or their family lives too far away and can't visit them. So when we get to go in there and minister to them, it's just a huge encouragement and blessing to them, and it gives them encouragement, it gives them insight to want to get out of prison, get back into the free world, get back into society, and to succeed. And that's what we encourage them to do. We share God's love with them, because that's what we do in the ministry. As I said, I was in prison and you visited me. Myself, I was in prison for 12 and a half years. I've been out of prison for 15 years now. And when I was in prison and I seen all the different free world people and ministries and churches coming into the prison to minister to us, it just blew me away. I was just overwhelmed with their love. Excuse me. I was overwhelmed with their love, God's love that they shared. And it encouraged me to want to be able to do what they do when I get out of prison. You'll have to forgive me. So when I got out of prison 15 years ago, I immediately went straight to Sagemont Church, where Les Lease Ministries had a Sunday school class back then. And that's where I first met Mac Archer and Jim Woods. And they just continued to pour out God's love. And a couple years later, I started going back into the prisons with Les Lease Ministries, ministering into the prisons with to the men and women in prison. And it's just a huge blessing, because as we are a blessing to them when we go in, they're a blessing to us, because it's just so encouraging. And so I want to encourage each and every one of y'all here to pray about this ministry and help support this ministry if you can in any way, just by praying, helping out with prayer requests, because we got a number of volunteers and we can always use more volunteers. So any way you can help support this ministry, you're supporting God's ministry is what you're doing, because it's all about God. He's in control of it all. And God is just so awesome. And we here at Les Lease Ministries, we love going in there and ministering to the men and women incarcerated. And as I said, just as we're an encouragement to them, they're an encouragement to us, because it's amazing to go in there and see the growth of these men and women, how they continue to grow in God's word, and how they continue to just be filled with God's love and express His love. It's just simply amazing. So I want to thank y'all and support the ministry. God bless you. Thank you.